Did you ever see the factory workers wearing long rubber boots? You might have wondered what they are made of and, more interestingly, how they are made. Is it the leather that makes them so robust and long-lasting, or is there something else? How are the soles of the boots kept so hard and even the whole boot so waterproof? We know you have many questions. In this episode of Process Dairy, we will show you how rubber boots are handmade in Japanese factories. This is the channel which reveals the making process of things you use every day in your life. Perhaps, you might have seen something and wondered how it is manufactured. This is the channel where we will break that down and show you how it's made. Let's get started. Even if you have a pair of these long boots that suit every environment, whether on a wet floor or in the snow, it's hard to tell that they are only made of synthetic rubber. You can pick them and turn them inside out, but you won't realize what they are made of. However, the only raw material needed in their production is natural and synthetic rubber. They are put in kneading machines which make a sort of dough, which then goes to pressers and rollers to become long sheets. It's this point where one cannot differentiate whether we are seeing leather or rubber sheets. It should be noted that the boot's sole, bottom and upper parts are made of different rubber types. The sole rubber needs to be strong enough while the upper portion is flexible and less hard. Once these workers get the rubber sheets, the process of cutting and shaping different boots parts starts. In the first step, a worker takes a sheet of rubber and places molds to cut the boot soles. Another machine applies pressure, cutting the rubber sheets, which gives destined pieces. But the lower part of the sole needs to be less slippery. For that, rubber pieces that contain iron are attached. That's done by attaching these little rubber pieces with the lower part of the sole, heating them, and applying pressure immediately. Now, once we have the sole, next, the body of the boot should be made. See how that's done. This is where artisans have to come into the play. Long molds are taken, and the artisan builds the boot's body over it. First, a layer of thick cloth is covered, and glue is applied to it. Rubber pieces and all types of beautifying will be done on this cloth, which will be removed at last. The artisan starts to put layers of rubber over this cloth gradually. First, rubber strips are attached that divide the boot's body into various patches. A different rubber piece will be attached at every patch, giving the boot its traditional look. Then, a large rubber piece is attached to the cloth these workers had put earlier. In places where there are more chances of bruises, hard rubber patches are attached. At the toe area, another rubber patch is attached precisely. Artisans ensure that every rubber patch being attached is placed finely and delicately. Razor-sharp blades are, therefore, used to cut unnecessary rubber pieces. Then, in the end, the sole is attached to the boot using the strongest glue. Pressure is also applied to ensure that the sole attaches with the boot's upper body. But yet, all the boot's parts are not that strong. If the boot is used at this point, perhaps, it can fall off and break into pieces. Hence these boots are taken into vulcanizing chambers to bring in strength. They are heated, and pressure is applied all around the boot to make all the parts a single body. When the boots come out of the chamber, they seem to be made of a single, uncut layer of rubber instead of different pieces and parts. Metal molds are removed first, and then boots have to pass the water test. They have to be waterproof because that's what they are used for. Once the boots pass the water test, they are sent for stitching. The upper part of the boots is rough and has unnecessary cloth that is of no use. So, that cloth is cut, and another waterproof cloth piece is stitched along the circular entering point of the feet. Once that's done, branding is done on them, and they are packed in paper bags. Before they are shipped worldwide, the head of the factory picks any pair of these rubber boots and runs a test. If they pass the test, they are approved and given the green signal to be shipped. It should be noted that these rubber boots can be in different designs and sizes, depending on the buyer's requirements. You might like the shiny black one, the little dull blue one, or the leather-like brown one. Did you love the video and want to watch more like one? If yes, please like and share the video and subscribe for more videos unveiling how the revolutionizing machines and products are made. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, stay tuned.